Yeah. There's plenty of fish in the forest.
My fucking god. What the fuck?
Pius, help me.
Are you sure you are a ranger? Okay, yeah. Well, we'll start with an introduction. As far as I planned, you guys would be living in the same building, maybe sharing rent or something.
Okay.
And you rent a room here.
We rent the room.
Yeah, here.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like a little pig pen farm kind of thing. So it's like more livestock based than crops.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a pigs and shit right here.
What is the rent like?
Oh, the rent is like 5 silver a week. So
5 silver a week for sleeping between the beasts?
Well, you don't sleep out here. You get a room in here, with proper beds.
Okay.
Well, by proper beds, I mean what it would be proper beds in that time, not feather beds. So you don't sleep with animals. That would
we live somewhere else.
Yeah. No. So yeah. So it starts off with you guys waking up to an incredible thunder in the middle of night. An orange glaring glow through your open bedroom window. An unignorable reddish orange glow shines through your bedroom window, which you've forgotten to close. It's raining outside and it's kind of getting on the floor and stuff.
Oh.
Okay.
So we just heard thunder, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's clearly raining and stuff.
Just thunder probably. Try to go back to sleep.
Yeah, what I do is I get up,
Okay.
I go over to the window, I close it, and I go back to bed.
Nice. Don't want any rain getting in.
Okay, yeah, no, cool. Well, you sleep happily till the morning.
I have a hunting dog and shit.
Okay, cool. What's his name? What's your hunting dog's name?
Fucking Arthur.
Arthur. Okay, with your dog Arthur, you
What is the name of the dog?
Arthur.
Arthur. Okay. I thought it was fucking Arthur. I was like, okay, that's a weird name.
All right.
Yeah, Arthur's actually his last name.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about his first name.
Oh, okay. So you guys usually go to work in the forest, and the road to the forest, or like the far enough away from the hamlet where you'll find animals into the forest is down here.
Yeah.
The road down here. You'll find crops and things. Like the local crops is this way. And the road towards town is here. The road towards Gork.
Okay.
Gork. Okay.
So you live in this
we're,
happy little community for now.
Just south of Gork.
Yeah, you're about 2 hours outside of Gork.
Okay, Gork's 2 hours outside of our hamlet. Does our hamlet have a name by any chance?
Yeah, Silverton. You live in the Silverton hamlet.
Silverton.
A cozy little community.
And the main profit of the area is
Oh, profession. The main profession here is farming.
farming.
Usually crops. Little bit livestock. As you see, you rent a room in the farm that does livestock. As you see the pens here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. As you walk past this outhouse, which is your neighbor's outhouse, well, across the road, it has severe burn damage, and inside, well, you can see inside the neighbor is taking his morning shit as you look over at the the very attracting sight of a catastrophe that has happened.
What's our neighbor's name?
Johnson.
Johnson. Morning, Johnson. How are you doing this fine morning?
He kind of just looks at you grumpy as like, yeah, leave me alone, I'm on the shitter.
Well, nothing to be ashamed about. We all have to shit now, don't we?
Well, you don't have to stare at me while I'm doing it.
Well, let's turn our backs. Let's be... Andreas, what's your character name? My God's sake.
I am Kretan.
Kretan, let's turn our backs to our neighbor and let him take his morning dump on this fine
Suppose we
morning.
have to. It's kind of rude, though.
Turning our back? Yes, I know.
You usually walk along the tree line for about 10 or 20 minutes, depending on the pace of your morning. As you take the usual trail into the forest. You don't just like usually stomp into the forest as soon as you reach it. That, you know, as you know the area, you've been in this area for a while. You know the forest a bit. And on your way, you usually say hi to a lumberjack whose name I'm going to find. Terrence. Terrence the friendly lumberjack.
Terrence the friendly?
Yeah, you know this guy. You usually say hi to him in the morning.
Is he friendly?
He is usually friendly. Like, he'll
It's like the friendly lumberjack or the friendly lumberjack?
He's friendly in the way, like, if he's got more ale than he has been drinking at the end of the day, he'll share it with you guys. So, you know, friendly.
Okay.
Hi, Terrence. How's the wood?
Well, this morning you walk past the gruesome sight of a ripped and torn body wearing Terrence's clothing, and a wood axe is stuck in a tree.
Shit.
He resembles Terrence, kinda, but his face is kinda mold, so it's kinda hard to tell, except for the clothing.
Does Terrence have any family?
Not that you know of. You weren't like that close to him. It was more like you walk past him, you stop, take a chat, go home.
Did Terrence have a home?
Should we tell
Well,
someone?
we certainly hope so.
Did he have a home?
Well, you don't know, but you would assume so.
Damn it, we don't have something to loot.
That's fucking evil.
That's morally questionable.
Maybe.
But yeah, you find this corpse laying by the roadside.
Okay. Well, I'm not the brightest of people, but wasn't there... Didn't we hear any thunder last night?
Yeah, but we hear thunder like every other week. It happens.
Yeah, but this was like this isn't like thunder when it's on the horizon. This was like thunder when your neighbor gets struck by lightning.
Oh.
This is like kaboom.
Damn.
So, you know, and yeah, but when you closed the window, you could see like past the, you know, corner, as the window is like right in the corner here. You could like see the outhouse on fire.
Well, if I didn't have so much ale last night, I would have.
I guess we shouldn't have been chopping wood in the middle of the night during a thunderstorm.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
there aren't burn marks. There are clear claw marks. Yeah, like he's been mauled.
Oh.
Yeah, I've said he's been mauled. There's no burn marks. Like there's bloods and ripped limbs and crap all over the place, you know? Maybe even literally. He might have even crapped his pants when he died. Let me roll for it. Yep, he crapped his pants when he died.
Oh no.
Oh. That's some smelly business.
Yeah. You know, never mind the frickin' morning corpse smell.
Yeah, I mean, some baked shit and some fresh morning corpse.
I
Yeah.
try and like identify his wounds to find out what animal may have caused this.
Alright, give me a heal check.
Okay, heal, not okay. That's 1d20 plus 6. Bang!
Bang! 20. Okay, for a 20, you can tell that a large animal, a large quadrupedal animal has done this.
Aren't most animals quadrupedal? Quadrupedal.
Don't
Aren't
wait.
most animals four-legged?
Yeah, thank you. I was just gonna say that we could also pronounce it like that. Maybe
Yes,
that
but
helps.
how many of them are large?
Cows.
Fine.
Yes, a cow mauled him.
Hey, I'm saying my character inspects it.
You can't tell exactly what animal, but you can tell that it's a large four-legged animal.
Mm.
Can I roll knowledge nature to find out more?
Yes.
Perfect. Thanks.
8. You know that there are elk in you know, occasional elk. There are elk, some occasional elk and deer in the forests there. They're less you know, common, but you know, it happens. You know, there's some elk and some deer.
So what do you think that caused this?
I think it might have been an elk.
An elk?
Yeah, like the claw marks are often just caused by, you know, the horn just ripping through the flesh.
Oh god. What a horrible way to go.
We hunt down these elk.
Well, we were out on a hunt anyway, you know, weren't we? So,
True. Can I have my dog sniff it and like hunt down this specific elk?
Yeah. Track. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, I got it. You may roll.
Roll handle animal. That be plus.
So that makes it what, a 36?
Woo!
Okay.
nice.
Your dog like knows what's up, man, and it starts tracking it. It follows
Oh,
a
shit.
it follows a blood trail and broken branches, which would have been apparent if you had directed your vision towards the forest. And about an hour of tracking, you get to a farm. It has a broken fence and the livestock is dead. There is an elderly man who is like padding a freshly dug mound of dirt with a shovel. He's padding it with a shovel.
Would I think it's a grave of sorts?
It could resemble such a thing, yes.
Okay.
So the dog led us here.
Yes. And it's now sniffing and licking the dead animals as it probably tastes good. The livestock, that is.
Do the animals show similar wounds
Yes.
then? Okay.
What animals were they?
They were pigs.
So maybe we should ask the owner of the farm if he has seen our beloved elk go by.
Yeah.
You guys go up to the elderly man.
Yeah.
Okay. As you move closer to the elderly man, you notice there is a broken crossbow resting on top of the dirt mound. and his eyes are filled with tears as he recognizes your that you're there. He kind of just looks at you.
Sir, have you mayhap seen a dangerous beast around here lately?
It killed my son, and all of our pigs.
God save the king!
Sorry to hear that, sir.
Well,
Was your son outside?
yeah, the foolish boy tried to fend off the livestock. I would have helped out too, but I'm not so young anymore. I'm not in my prime anymore, you see.
Well, maybe it's time for us to avenge your death. The death of your son, sorry.
You know, the one thing he always dreamed of was to join the army. And now he never will.
Well, I'm
He
afraid...
was only 15.
15.
Well, I'll pray for you, son. And now turn around and try and find out where the trail continues to go.
Well, yeah, he asks why you're looking for it.
Yeah, it's a danger to society. You should put it down before it hurts more people.
It sure is. And he points into a trail of broken branches and says, "The bear went that way."
Oh shit.
Didn't he... What were we looking for? I thought it was an elk.
I suspected an elk.
An elk and a bear. Don't you see the difference?
Nothing can be too sure in nature.
Well, that's for sure. Oh, let's... I hope...
No, the old man might be wrong. He might have seen an elk and thought it was a bear.
Good sir. Sorry to come back to this topic, but are you sure that the animal you thought was a bear wouldn't be an elk?
Well, I've only worked with pigs all my life, and I can tell you all sorts of differences between boars and pigs. But didn't elk have antlers?
Did this bear have antlers?
Not that I recall.
Okay, I think the man might be right. Well, we chewed off a bit more than we expected now, didn't we? We were... Oh my god.
The farmer says if you're going to hunt down the bear, you might want to look for a blood trail, as my son did manage to put a fair few bolts in it before. And then he just starts crying. He doesn't finish the sentence.
Oh, perfect.
Well, we're grateful for what your son did. It will make our task but easier. So
Thank you for your cooperation, sir.
I would like to thank you for your cooperation, like my colleague here said indeed, and wish you all the best with your life, and that your farm might go back in strength in the near future.
He says, "May pious be with you."
And we
Amen.
with you as well.
Then we follow the trail.
Well, yeah, the gaping hole in the forest is, ready to be followed.
Okay. Down the trail we go.
Oh yeah.
Give me a... Well, if you're gonna follow the trail, you'll need to make a survival check.
That's understandable.
Survival check, so that's a D20 for me.
Yeah.
With a
But that depends
0.
though. Is both of you trying to find a way, or is one of you trying to find a way and the other follows the other?
I think we're both Well, I think I'm looking for the bear as well. It's not like I'm just relying on him finding a bear.
I
Okay.
feel like we both like try to find the way.
Okay. Well, in that case, you may roll, both of you.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. So Trippy, after about 15 minutes, you notice something that makes you think the trail breaks off to the right. Andreas, you think it continues forward.
Well, where are you going to?
I'm following the trail, man. It's right here.
No, it's here.
No, it's right here. I kind of like motion towards what I feel like is the trail.
Well, I mean, have a look. This clearly is a trail. And probably it is a trail, but we don't know if it's of a bear or anything. Well, have a look at this trail. It could... Man, what you're standing on looks more like a highway than a trail.
Yeah, the bears are big. They like fucking rock through this shit.
And...
You may roll perception checks to see, you know, who is correct. Like if you present each other as evidence for the trail. Yeah.
Yep.
Now
So
I've done the
it's my
calculation.
move.
It's taken 7 damage. Okay, cool. So next turn would be the bears, unless your dog gets a turn. Yeah. In that case,
You roll for...
no, I didn't roll for that. It's your animal.
Yeah. I don't control it completely.
But since it's not rolled, I'm gonna add it to the last of the initiative, which means its round is now.
Okay. That's an 8.
Yeah. Yeah. No, nothing exciting happens from the dog. It tries to bark at it, maybe. You know, it's a very ineffective attack. Anyways, now it's the bear's turn, and it tries to bite you, Andreas.
Oh shit. Still.
Yeah, it misses. It doesn't hit.
Nice.
So it's
My turn
your
again?
yeah, it's your turn again.
17.
Yeah, it hits.
1d6 plus 9.
Plus 9.
I have power attack and I'm two-handing it.
Oh yeah, you need to declare your power attack though.
I always have it on. Why would you never have it on?
Okay.
I didn't have it on.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's technically
Well,
a
power
declare
attack.
before use.
Technically, yeah. It's 1d6 plus 6 then.
Yeah. 1d6 plus 6 then. 9. You chop the animal's head off.
Nice.
Nice.
Is it still alive?
No.
I think it was dead to begin with.
I look horrified at it.
You look horrified at it. You successfully do this without any skill checks.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Well, have you ever seen such a thing?
No.
I mean, a creature that walks but looks rotten? I mean, does it smell?
Yes, as you stand there having a conversation about it, you notice the putrid, several-week-old corpse perfume.
Oh God.
The OD is not great.
Ah,
I mean, the BO is not great.
well... So I could make out that it would already have been dead for a while.
Yeah, well, you could do a heal check to make sure.
Yep.
To see to see if like how it is, how its condition is medically.
Yep.
Well, naturally it's dead. But, yeah.
So plain D20. A 4.
Yeah, 4. From looking at it, you determine that with the corpse maggots in its skin, the fabled gray color in the fur, and the missing jaw, not from losing the jaw, but from having fallen off at some point because of rot, it would have to be dead already.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I try and identify what kind of animal it was.
You think that due to all of this evidence, it died when Andreas killed it.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's dead. You killed it.
Perfect. I try to identify what kind of animal it was or is.
Okay. That would be a knowledge nature.
That was my knowledge nature.
And that's a -10. That's a -10 plus 5. Actually, plus 6, actually. It's -10 plus 6, which makes it a -4. For a -4, you think that this is an elk. This is an elk. I mean, how could this not be an elk?
Is elk common in this area?
No, it's uncommon. But, you know, it could just be a fat elk without antlers.
So the creature couldn't have come from this area.
Well, there are elk in this area. There's just few elk in this
Okay.
area.
You know what?
Hmm?
You've killed this animal. It's freshly dead. Let's take it with us and show off as the bounty of our hunt.
Who gets the honor of carrying the corpse, and who gets the honor of carrying the head?
I will try to make a makeshift
It seems kind of like...
burrow to.
I don't think
Oh.
this meat is edible.
Why wouldn't it? You just killed it. Just killed the animal.
Yeah, but like the meat, like you can smell the rot.
That doesn't make sense though. Well, it doesn't make sense, so let's take it with us. Let's take it with us either way.
I can
It-
take
it-
the head, but man, I'm not taking that body.
I will take the body with me, but
Okay, so who carries it?
I will make a makeshift thing to pull it along with, and I will carry it. You
Okay.
know that carry.
Let's just pick up the head then.
Wait, you pick up the head?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, you have a head.
I have two heads.
And you may also give me a fortitude.
I'm rolling badly today.
We all are.
Okay. Yep, no, but you take the head back, and, 4 hours later, in the evening, you return back on your trail after, where you usually come out after work, and you walk past Terrence again.
Is he still there?
Yeah.
Is he still sitting on the toilet?
No, Terrence is the dead guy.
Oh, Terrence is that guy. Okay, cool. So he was the son of the.
No, Terrence is the lumberjack dead guy.
Okay, sorry. I'm always bad with names.
He's still laying there, and the wood axe is still in the tree, and,
We should probably tell someone.
Yeah, we should. But Terrence didn't have a wife, did he?
I don't know. I didn't know him that well.
Well, let's ask our Johnson.
Yeah, let's ask Johnson. He might know.
Yeah.
Go and ask Johnson.
Okay.
So
Johnson comes out, and I guess you just ask him if Terrence had a family.
yeah, and also if he wants a piece of elk meat.
He says, yeah, I think he had a girlfriend, one hamlet over, and also, yeah, I'd like some elk meat.
Okay. So, which paw would you like?
I don't know, but
sorry.
depends on how much do you take? How much do you take for the elk? Which does it cost?
Oh. Aren't you better? Maybe you can do some better trading. I'm not good at it.
Let's say a silver per the pound.
Yes. Ooh. How about 5 coppers?
5 coppers for. You've tried to rob me here, Johnson.
Well, you don't have to give me
I'm
the
trying to run a
best.
business.
You don't have to give me the best, most tender parts. You know, I mean, I don't care if the meat is a bit chewy. I know you guys probably sell that stuff to richer people. You know, I'm just Johnson. You know, I'm a farmer. I don't got all that money. You know, like how about a silver for 2 pounds and of the less juicy meat, and we'll call that a fair deal.
That's a fair deal, Johnson. I like you.
Thanks. Well, he gives you a silver for the 2 pounds of the less savory meat.
I tell him that, like, it may smell bad now, but that, like, it only, like, makes it taste better once you actually eat it.
Okay, I've never really afforded elk before, so I mean, you're the hunter. You know better, you know. May
Okay.
pious be with you.
Amen.
Well, as our neighbor, I will give you a bonus. I will give you some extra meat.
Oh god, he thanks you. I mean, gosh, jolly! I get to have elk tonight.
Does Johnson have a family?
Johnson has a family. He's a single dad with a daughter of 5 years old.
Well, as far as I know, that meat is fresh because you just killed the animal. So I would know it's not edible. So for me, everything makes sense at this point. So I go over there, I take out the sword, and I cut off a piece.
Okay, cool.
You probably shouldn't eat that.
Why? It's Cretan, it's fresh. You just killed the animal. It shouldn't be spoiled.
Look, feel the smell though. Have you ever smelled anything that smells that bad without it being spoiled?
Have I? No, I don't think so, but it doesn't make sense.
Well-
It should be fresh.
There was that one famine a couple years ago, but nothing's been as bad as that.
Shit. I'd still rather just not eat it. We have other food.
Okay. So you let me hand it over to Johnson, or?
Yeah. I mean, I let you like sell some of it to Johnson.
Yeah, okay. We sell some off to Johnson, so that gives us how many silver was it?
1 silver.
It was
1 silver.
fair enough.
So you want 50 copper?
That would be 5 copper, not 50.
5 copper. Sorry, 5 copper.
50 copper would be the equivalent of half a gold piece.
I know. I'm testing your math skills.
Okay.
I think I start boiling the head.
Boiling it?
Yes.
Jesus. Alright.
I mainly want the skull as a trophy.
Well, the smell in the kitchen is not good.
We have a kitchen. I thought I was just doing it outside at like a campfire.
Well, you can do it outside if you want to set up a campfire outside.
I'll do that.
But there is a kitchen area in your house, but it's like a communal kitchen. You share it with the people you live with.
I do not do it in there.
Okay, yeah.
Cretan, let's do that later. Maybe it's more important to inform Terence's girlfriend of the recent passing of her ex-boyfriend?
It's the next hamlet over though. It's a long trip, I think. How far is that hamlet? Patty.
Yeah?
He's rolling it.
Oh.
What? What's up?
How far is the next hamlet?
Well, the hamlet he was talking about is an hour off.
Oh, it's only an hour. Okay, fair enough.
He might have spoken about the hamlet, of which the farm you visited with the grave.
Okay, cool. So, let's leave.
Let's head out then.
What's your name before we leave?
Oh, yeah. Let's ask Johnson. Johnson.
Is he sitting
You,
on
you
the
can
arm
you can
terrace?
hear from his kitchen window. Yeah.
What was the name of his ex-girlfriend?
Oh yeah.
Terence's-
Britta.
Britta.
Okay.
Does Britta have a last name as well?
I don't know. Didn't speak much with Johnson. It's just Britta, okay? It's a fucking hamlet. How many Brittas can there be?
So, how does she look?
She got blonde hair, as far as I heard.
Blonde hair? Is she well equipped?
Fuck if I know. I live here.
Okay. Well, we'll let you know when we're back.
Cool.
Good luck with the meat, Johnson.
Should we bring Terrence?
Thank you, Alonzo.
Be careful with the portions, though.
With the what?
I mean, you don't want to eat it all at once.
Careful with the what?
With the portions. You don't want to eat it all at once. You know?
Oh, okay. I guess.
Okay. So you want to take that body with us?
I mean, no one here wants it.
Well, who
They
wants
can have
a...
like a proper funeral or something.
Well, we could take the girlfriend with us.
Yeah, but then it'll only be us two and her at the funeral. That would be awkward.
But didn't he live? Didn't Terrence live in this hamlet?
Yeah, but no one else seems to know him.
Well,
Actually, yeah, but you know, you didn't ask where he lived.
true. I guess. Okay. So, you want to take his body with us? Won't that attract lots of animals?
Maybe we should just bury it now.
Let's cover it with something, and I mean, it's only been dead since
This
last
morning.
night, this morning, so it shouldn't be that bad before we come back.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So off we go then.
All right. Well, and you arrive late in the evening.
Okay, we ask around.
Britta, well, you were probably talking about the daughter of Bert. He lives 2 houses over.
Okay, thanks you kindly. Pies be upon.
So
Pius be with you.
we might want to be careful, Kritten. We don't want him to think that we're chasing his daughter.
True.
So let's be sure that he knows that we're good friends of Terrence and that we don't mean any disrespect for his daughter. I mean, it's the middle of the night, so it's quite late already.
Yeah, it
Just
is late.
Probably be fine.
Maybe we could ask to if we can sleep with the animals or something,
Yeah.
because we don't want to go over through the woods back to our village with a girl on her own. It might be suspicious, and if anything would happen.
Suspicious?
What?
No, it's the medieval ages.
Well,
I thought it was the like Bronze Ages.
I don't really know. Okay, I'm not a historian.
So anyway, I as a character don't trust this situation.
Okay. Andreas, what about you?
Yeah, we just tell her about Terrence.
Okay.
Then she can decide if she wants to come back with us or not.
So what do you do? What do you do?
And knock on Bert's door.
Okay, you knock on Bert's door. Bert opens the door and he looks at you.
We look at him with very solemn faces and ask to see his daughter. Look very sad and shit.
Now, what do you want with Britta this late?
We have some bad news for her.
It's about Terrence.
Terrence? Alright, I guess. Well, he lets you in, and you know they're currently eating supper, so you know they're both sitting in the same living area. The father and the daughter. She kind of looks up at you and like she's kind of curious because this doesn't really happen. Like, I mean, male visitors at this time of day.
They're like, Britta, I have some bad news.
The boyfriend, he done crapped himself. Sorry, I just had to.
Last night, your boyfriend was mauled to death by a stag. It was horrible.
How did an elk turn into a stag?
Mauled to death by an elk.
Oh God!
Thank God he's not a druid or anything.
Oh. Well,
Elk, stag, moose, they're all the same.
apparently they are.
Can you tell me the difference?
Let me Google it, and I'll fucking tell you every difference.
Exactly.
I'm a fighter, man. I don't know shit about animals. I
Anyway,
know how to kill them. That's it.
yeah, no, but
I know the practical differences.
yeah, no, but she just starts crying,
I'm very sorry for your loss.
and then she kind of whines. I'll become a lonely hag.
I'm
There,
sorry.
there.
Were you married?
Not yet.
Then there is no reason to become a hag. Your father will find a good partner for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's plenty of fish in the forest.
My fucking God. What the fuck?
Pius, help me.
Are you sure you are a ranger? At all? There's plenty of fish in the forest. Oh my God.
I tried to disappear in thin air.
I can't. It's too fucking much. Okay, I'm good. Oh, yeah, you try to
Cheer her up.
cheer her up. Alright, how long do you spend cheering her up?
Like half a minute.
Half a minute,
Half a
okay.
minute. I spelled. I take my time trying to console her, reassuring that our future will be safe and that we regret the passing of our current boyfriend, but that she couldn't have helped it either way, and that she will have a good life for the future.
Okay, well, how long do you spend on this? How long do you spend?
I'm a very sensitive person.
Sorry, did you?
Yeah, how long do you spend on consoling her?
Well, I spent half an hour, 2 hours, depending on how long it takes to console someone.
Okay, well in this situation you're sitting up there half night.
Yep.
Okay, I go outside after like 10 minutes and start playing with my dog.
Okay, your dog is tired and doesn't really fetch the ball or whatever the hell you do for more than 3
I just
times.
pet him then.
Okay.
I just pet him and like, yeah.
Okay, you pet the dog. I'm sure he likes to be pet.
Nice.
How long do you do this?
Until he comes out.
Okay, in that case, you get tired of petting your dog, and your dog is tired of being pet.
I kind of poke my head inside to see how the consoling is going.
Well, she's still like somewhat crying, and
But
you know,
she came down quite a lot, or
no,
how
not-
bad it was like?
well, it's a
Is
little.
she still panicking, or?
You know, it's a little back and forth. She has like small panic attacks every other minute.
Okay.
I send my dog in. Maybe he can help console her.
Your attack dog.
Release a hound.
Isn't that cute? He thinks he's a peck.
Dog, okay?
Dog, attack!
Uh,
Okay.
Go
He
for the
did-
nuzzle.
You did mention it was an attack dog, didn't you?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's not attack
It's a
dog.
hunting dog.
Hunt.
Oh, God.
Okay,
They
anyways.
can be fucking cute.
Okay. So yeah.
You wind
I
up
would
staying
say-
half the night, and you're extremely tired before she kind of passes out from lack of energy. She doesn't like have the energy to keep crying, so she just falls asleep.
Okay. As soon as she falls asleep, I head downstairs, or I head over to her parents if anyone is still awake.
No one's awake.
No one?
No one's awake. Everybody's gone to bed.
Okay. Do I say Cretan anywhere?
Well,
I guess
didn't
I'm
you
just
go in?
Kind of sitting downstairs waiting.
Well, there is one stairs. There is one downstairs, and that's the only stairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one room probably.
Yeah, it's one room, but the sleeping area is like elevated by about 1 foot.
Uh-huh.
You know, to keep
I guess I'm
crittens
just kinda
away.
waiting outside. Spending my time chilling.
Okay, so you're waiting outside, and Trippy, you're the only one awake in the house.
Okay. I go out towards Cretan.
Okay, which would be
Yeah.
outside.
Yep. I go outside.
Yes.
Okay,
So-
perfect. So how was it?
Well, I think she will be feeling quite depressed for the next couple of weeks, but I have done my best, and I hope it will help her getting over that. Well, getting over that guy sooner than later.
Yeah, hopefully.
Should we spend the night here in this town?
Like, it's like 3 at night, isn't it?
It is.
Survival check if you want to find out.
I guess, yeah, let's just sleep tonight here.
Okay. Is there like a stable or something where I could?
No,
Head
there's no
into-
stables here.
No stables, just the one house.
Well, there are more buildings, but there's no stables.
No, or a granary of sorts, or
No, there's no granaries.
just houses.
Just houses.
Okay.
Well, there's houses, and if you go a bit outside the hamlet, you'll find fields. Fields of potatoes and wheat.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Do you have your backpack with you?
I also have my backpack with me. Did bring a sleeping bag.
You did bring your bag. No, that's fortunate. Also have my bedroll with me and my blanket.
Perfect.
Good. So, where do we place ourselves? Do you want to go sleep inside, or are we going to sleep outside this night?
I'd say let's just sleep inside. Fuck it.
Okay. So I guess we go back inside the house.
Yeah.
All right, you're back inside the house.
And I find myself a place to sleep near the table.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. You can sleep beside the table, under the table, or on the bench. That would be part of the table.
Oh, we'll sleep on the bench.
I will sleep on the table.
Okay. You will have to move a candle holder, but otherwise that's no problem.
Perfect.
Dibs. I got top bunk.
The father sees you touching the candle holder, and he thinks you're stealing
Oh,
it.
shit.
Nice.
So, let's try to sleep some.
Yeah, try to get what rest we can.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Well, you sleep. You're woken up around 9 in the morning. You feel like shit. You haven't had a full night of sleep.
Understandable.
But it's the morning, and it's Bert. Bert is waking you up, and
Oh, yeah. Okay.
he asks you.
Kind of get up.
He asks you if you performed any salacious acts on his daughter, and he says so with a frowny face.
No, we are good men. We do not perform any premarital sex.
Good. No,
What, 6?
Darkus would not agree, you know.
He asked us if we had sex with his daughter.
No. Why? She's grieving her ex-boyfriend, you know?
His
Well-
dad is not an amused dad.
Well, he shows you the way out because he has to go to work as well, and you're kind of strangers in his house.
That's understandable.
Sorry, sir, before we leave, will you send somebody out to come and pick the body up from our hamlet?
Oh yeah, shit. Oh,
Or should we give him a burial?
As long as you find his way down into the dirt, that's what's important.
Okay, we will look into that. Did the daughter hear that?
No, she's still sleeping. He did not wake up the daughter.
Okay. Good. So, time to leave.
So we head back to our home.
Yeah. An hour later, you come out of the forest and you walk past parents again. Looking a bit worse for wear
God,
today.
Okay, so I go and take out my shovel.
As you walk past the outhouse, you hear a long-winded kinda sound called.
Sorry?
You hear this long-winded grunge coming from the outhouse, and just a bubbling.
Do I identify it as Johnson?
Yeah, and a bubbling noise.
Oh my.
Okay, I look to the right. I look to the archives. Who do I see or what do I see?
You see a Johnson pressing for his life.
Morning,
Hang in there,
John.
Johnson.
Morning, Johnson. Time to fix that outhouse, man. Did you have something bad to eat?
He doesn't answer. He's just completely winded from shitting. He's 120% dedicated to getting that shit out of him, you know?
Yeah.
Understandable.
Does he look ill?
No?
Okay, so I go and take the shovel.
Okay, you take the shovel. You find the shovel somewhere around a house, probably.
Yeah. And I look for a good spot for.
Is it your
Is there
shovel?
a few? Is
Is
yes,
it your?
I have one.
Okay,
Or
cool.
I do have. Wait, what was it called again? Well,
I mean, we have pigs, so I feel like we'd have to have shovels just to deal with them.
Yeah, the difference is if it's your shovel or if you're borrowing the shovel.
no, I have a shovel.
So you have a shovel then.
Okay, yep. So is there a place where the village would bury its dead?
Yeah, in the Gork graveyard.
In the Gore graveyard, 2 hours out.
Yup.
Okay.
Hey, nobody said life was easy, you know? Or death.
Jesus. We're not gonna get any rest soon, are we?
I guess not.
Good. That's...
Well, you're fatigued. You can apply fatigued condition to future rolls until you get your rest.
Mm-hmm.
Let's deal with this later. I need a nap.
Oh, we just walked out just an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm down for a rest as well.
Perfect.
No point in doing this on my own.
You guys are going to bed then.
Yeah, I guess
Alright.
for a while.
For
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you guys can heal 1d8 plus constitution modifier. You wake up in the afternoon. You feel well rested. Got a slight headache as you've completely broken the sleeping pattern.
Yeah.
That happens.
So, I think it's time to give Terence his funeral.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Alrighty
nice, warm afternoon.
Oh no.
Terence is getting his sunburns on, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm used to the smell already.
What did it do with the rest of the so-called elk?
We gave it all. I had the head boiling though.
Alright, yeah, that should be done by now.
I checked on the head, I guess.
Yeah, you got ahead.
Is it just the skull now? No other bits like floating to the top?
Well, there's a bunch of stuff in the top, but you know, the meat has loosened from the bone. You may have to peel some off, but you know, it'll come off.
Well, leave it to stir for a little bit then. Let's go get this funeral on the road.
What, are you afraid to touch it?
I don't want to.
Why did you boil the damn skull?
I wanted a skull trophy.
A skull trophy with a broken jaw. Okay. So, as I come outside, probably I see two bloated corpses outside.
Define bloated.
Well, for one, Terrence's body has been out there for over a day now.
He's not bloated, he's fashionably thick.
Fashionably thick. How bad is the smell?
The smell is it gives you gag reflexes.
So, what we could do is just drag him out to the forest and have nature have him. Circle of life stuff.
We were going to give him a proper funeral.
There's a reason why they built the burial grounds after the Lindeberg incident.
You know what happened in Lindenberg.
True. Fine. Let's just get this over with.
Okay.
And well, when you go outside into the village, you see something that is not very common in this hamlet. You see, what would that be? Three mounted men, and two men wearing silver armor.
Huh. The guards come to town. Well, what's that all about?
Oh, they don't look like guards. They look like the army.
Armors come to town. Wonder what that's all about.
Well, one of the men with a wide-brimmed hat is speaking to one of the locals. In fact, he's speaking to Johnson. The rumbling can still be heard from over here.
Oh shit.
Rumbling?
I wave to Johnson.
Johnson waves back.
Nice.
Well, as you get over there, you hear the end of a sentence which, out of context, makes no sense.
What's the sentence?
No, a sentence is like, it's something like, yeah, okay, so yeah. It's the end of a sentence that without the rest of the sentence makes no sense.
Okay.
It's like you just hear the end of a sentence out of context of what the sentence is about. So it wouldn't make much sense anyway.
Okay.
Fair enough. So what brings you boys to our humble hamlet?
They ask if you've seen a extremely thin individual carrying a brown leather backpack with reddish hair, around 20 years oldish.
So, brown leather backpack, red hair.
What color was Terrence's hair?
He had a dark blonde hair,
You might have
So-
colored it.
and he
Would
he wasn't slanky.
Okay.
He was a lumberjack, for fuck's sake.
Have we seen anyone with this type of description?
Not that you remember.
I can't say I remember anyone like that here.
Well,
Why are you asking about him?
he's a dangerous fugitive, and if you see him, you must cut off his head immediately.
Oh.
He is judged for committing magic.
Oh no.
Oh.
The evildoer has been caught conjuring lightning in Tradewood.
So that's what that was.
Conjuring magic. And Dreyfwood. Okay. So, are there any things that we should watch out for when we encounter him?
Yes. If you let him speak
Or
for
things
two,
we could do to avoid that
well, you
happening to us.
cut off his head. You can avoid falling under his spell by cutting off his head.
Okay. So the head, specifically the head.
Well, really, whatever makes him shut up is fine, you know, but
Okay, make him shut up.
the point is to kill him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, you guys know how to do that, right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
For any reference.
we killed an elk last 2 days ago, so
An elk. Okay, yeah. That's kind of rare in these woods, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah. Do you want a piece? I mean, the corpse is still lying there.
Ooh, really? How much?
Well,
Is it fresh? How many
We've already
days old
sold
is
off
it?
on the worst meat. There's only like the good one, getting good meat left.
Well, I'll tell you what, boys. I'll give you a gold for the finest fillet.
Have you ever had elk before?
I've had it a couple of times, but it's been a while. You know, I don't get to stay in Tradewood too often. I need to move around a lot.
Understandable, sir.
Such is the life of a Benjamin.
Would you like to pick up the meat yourself?
No thanks. I'd like professional hands to do it. You know, I'm not an animal guy. I'm more like the people hunting guy.
No. Well, we're just the animal hunter guy. We aren't the chef type of guy. It seems we need an intermediary.
Well,
okay. I will have a look for you to see if I can fetch you some nice fillets.
Okay. Well, give me a survival to find out how to cut the animal to get the best meat off of this freshly killed elk.
Oh, I got a 0 in survival. That's gonna be fun.
I ate him. I think it's a +1 bonus for that, right?
+2 if you're above 10.
I'm not.
Oh, then you get nothing. You get you perfectly carve out the juiciest piece of meat.
Yep.
Mm.
Damn them rolls today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go over with what I think is the juiciest piece of meat, and I present it to him like,
Yeah.
"Sir, are you happy with this piece?
Yeah, I'm very happy with
Is
it.
this what you?"
It smells a bit weird, but it's supposed to be that way, right, guys?
It's because of the region.
Region. Right. He gives you the gold, looks confused at you, and this says farewell and pious be with you.
Amen.
And with you. About that person that you were looking for.
Yes.
In what way was he headed?
Well,
Which direction?
Well, he was headed through Gork, but reports put him around this area.
Okay, so he's coming this way.
Somewhere-ish this way. You can never be sure, with the fucking barbarians telling you fucking left from right, they fucking don't. They can't even count on their fingers,
Ah.
Okay.
Did you have that literacy rule?
Yeah, literacy rule.
You had to have a point in linguistics to read.
Yes, all right. The linguistics rule is in effect, as well as other house rules. For example, you may check how many coins you in total have in your pouch. If it exceeds 100, you need another space for the excess coins.
Ah, okay. It does not exceed 100.
It does not exceed 100.
I did not start with more than like 70.
Yeah, so it's like it goes for any type of coin. So if you transfer to a bunch of copper, that doesn't mean that it just all magically fits in the pouch.
Yeah, no problem.
Gucci.
Yeah, no, he kind of rides off. What do you guys do? You go get Terrence?
So, Terrence.
Oh yeah. Fuck, we should have asked him if he could take care of that.
Why do we think of this now? Okay, I guess it's gonna be a smelly afternoon with Terrence. What time is it at this point?
It's close. It's afternoon, evening.
Because
Yes.
it's a two hours travel to.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a more exact time, you'd have to use survival.
Okay.
All right, you know that it is about 5 o'clock.
Okay, so 7 o'clock to get there. Okay, then we can bury him and stay the night. Is it? At what time does the sun go under?
It will go around 7 at this time of year.
Okay, so we would get there in the evening. Well, what we could do is take our good friend Terrence here, which is quite smelly at this point. I wish he baited some more before he died. And ask the people of Gork to give him proper burial.
I suppose we'll have to do that. Bring him to the church.
Yes. But I would suggest leaving right away.
Yeah. Gotta make good time if you want to make it back before nighttime. Alright, we get Terrence's corpse. Drag him with us to Gork.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, does anyone own a carriage in this town?
No, actually, yes, there is. There's one guy who owns a carriage, and yeah, he occasionally uses it to travel large quantities of potatoes and wheat after harvest work.
I ask him if he wants to carry Terrence's corpse the next time he's gonna head to Gork.
No, because he does not want to taint the goods.
Can I borrow your carriage, good sir?
If you let me hold 3 gold as insurance.
But of course.
Alright. But
Like-
I'm staying... Well, no.
You'll get it back when you get back with the carriage, minus a gold as.
Do I know this guy's name?
John.
Is he the brother of Johnson?
No. He's not a brother of Johnson. His name is
He's
John.
the
He's a completely
father.
separate guy.
He's the father of John's son.
He's the
This all
father.
makes sense.
Okay, he's the father. He's the father of John's son.
Nice.
John is the father
Okay.
of Johnson.
Let's write out then.
John Johnson.
Give
Okay.
him the 3 golds and then...
Yeah. He tells you will get the 2 gold back when you get back.
Oh, you bitch.
Hey, it's rent, you know.
Gonna beat up his son. Yeah, we ride.
All right.
Yeah. Really.
You only get a carriage, not a horse.
Okay.
But is it a kind of carriage that is pulled by a horse or?
It is, but it does not have to be pulled by a horse.
Okay.
I look hopefully at my dog.
No, I will try to pull the carriage.
All right,
But I guess it'll help.
give me a strength check then. Both of you.
Check.
Yeah, 20 and 18. That's nothing. Guys managed to pull the carriage to Gork.
Woo!
Now, I should mention that there are no official churches. There's no state church. No?
Who runs the graveyard?
The gravekeeper.
Okay, let's head to the gravekeeper.
Right. He lives in a house next to the graveyard.
What time is it now?
It's
7?
7:05 ish. You know, you don't really know. It should be 7ish according to Tripwire's earlier assessment.
No.
Okay. Perfect. The sun's
Early.
going down. Graveyard shift.
Yeah, and that's not just a funny pun.
Let's head to the graveyard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah?
So, are there any conveniently open graves?
No.
No, I think shouldn't we let the professional handle it?
Well, you gotta
Yeah,
find him.
but-
It's like a big field of fucking dirt mounds.
What if we just leave Terrence here?
No. I think we need to find him in order to be able to give him proper burial.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So,
Gravekeeper!
Okay.
Yeah.
In the dim light that heads over the graveyard, you suddenly see a head pop up from the ground. Kinda far away.
I wave with both my arms.
Okay. Kinda looks at you like, fuck.
I point to the fucking wagon.
Okay, well, he comes over.
Huh?
Oh, he comes over. He comes over.
We got you a dead.
Okay. What do you want me to do with him? Burn him or bury him?
I guess bury. Does that cost more?
Cost more immediately. It's 5 silver to have him buried and 3 silver to have him burned.
What do you think?
yeah, I mean, we want to avoid what happened in. Sorry, I forgot the name of the other town.
Lindenberg.
Lindenberg to happen at all costs. That's going back. It's not something that we want on our.
What happens to the ashes, if I may ask?
Nothing.
You just kind of spread them out.
No, nothing. We burn them.
The ashes.
Yeah, the ashes. What do you think happens to ashes after I have a campfire?
They get spread in the wind or the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's
What do you think we do with it? We're not
worry.
fucking cannibals. What if we eat
Hey.
people's ashes?
You
Jesus
might have
Christ.
like kept them in a jar or some shit.
Are you fucking weird?
But yeah, perfect.
Why would you?
Fucking-
What would you
If
keep?
you could put them in a jar, then we could give them to the girlfriend of this man. I think she would really like it to have something to think of her ex-boyfriend by.
Okay.
We gotta return the the body. To
What's
the
your
earth.
motive? Tripwire. What is your motive?
Basically, what I want to do is I want to give those ashes back to. Well, actually, that's a world thing. You know, what usually happens with ashes after somebody died.
Well, you see, the norm is not to put them in a jar and give them away to loved ones.
Okay.
The norm is you
okay,
can
then
like,
I
dead is
wouldn't
dead.
bother taking on that argument. And I don't have.
Because what you're suggesting is very weird and fucked up in you know
Yeah.
normal eyes.
Okay, no, then I don't mention it at all. It's one of these things that you don't know what traditions of a certain world are, and
It's
you
kind
go by your normal norms in real life.
Yeah,
That's why I
it's
took
ki-
that route.
yeah, it's kind of like if you were to like, or when you bury someone, you cut off a finger and give it to a loved one. It's like, here's his finger, and it's like, are you fucking
Sure,
weird?
it's common somewhere.
I'm sure that's common somewhere. Yeah, but not here. So no, he says that it's 3 silver to have him burned, 5 silver to have him burned.
Okay, let's just have him burn then.
Yeah, you can.
I
Easy.
hand him the 5 silver.
Yeah. No, actually, if you want to burn, that's 3.
Oh, a 3. I hand him the 3 silver.
Yeah, 3 silver. He takes the 3 silver
And
and.
I
puts it
also
away.
hand him the pot.
Okay, yeah, he says, oh wait, and he puts on kind of like large sleeve gloves of thick padded cloth.
That's understandable.
Yeah, he has to touch dead people that comes in all kinds of conditions. Not even in one
Yeah.
piece.
It's understandable.
No, you've successfully given Terrence, your late lumberjack friend, to the gravekeeper,
Mm-hmm.
who's now going to go burn the guy.
Let's head
So-
back home then.
Yeah. We might want to be careful though.
Yeah.
There is that man on the loose, so we wanna
Yeah.
watch out if we encounter any weird people around.
Well, as the nightlife erupts, the town comes to life.
It's a nightlife.
There's a nightlife.
Oh shit.
You forgot that this is Gork.
The fucking mercenary city. Shit.
Did you not remember what Gork is?
Barbarians?
Yep.
Anything interesting happening?
Well, there is of course the famous local tavern that is holding cockfights.
Okay, go to the cockfights.
Okay. As you enter the tavern, there's like tables spread out everywhere except the center. There's small walls in a circle and a little bit of a dip in the middle, like a pit. So it's like while the ledge goes up to your waist, the pit goes down equally much. So it's like,
Mm.
you know, it would be about up to your head in the bottom of it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And at the end of the tavern, there's a long, bar, like a long bar,
Bars or
Nice.
where people work and take bets and stuff like that.
So what are the next fighters?
Well, there is the famous, reigning champion, the ultimate destructor of kobolds. He has won 7 fights against opponents larger than him, and has done so with only 2 fingers left. Versus 3 war-bred chickens. Ox.
I put. Let's say.
Oh. The champion versus 3.
5 golds.
5 gold. 5 gold on what?
5 gold on the kobold.
There's no kobolds fighting here today. There's he just said that it has won against kobolds and has fought against many opponents larger than himself.
Okay, I put 5 gold on that then. Maybe
Alright.
it's a gnome.
You put money on the champion. Okay, money on the champion. Money on the champion.
Let's go.
All right. So you know, a lot of suspense is built up, and you know, after a while, they release the tiny-sized chicken, which is, you know, rather large for a chicken,
Oh shit.
into the pit, and 3 normal-sized cocks come into the pit, and you know, the tiny-sized chicken just looks bruised, like a lot of like scars and stuff, like got one eye
Does it
and
have a
stuff.
knife?
Huh? No, it does not have a knife, but it has a sharpened beak.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, you know, the fight ensues, and the first chicken, you know, of the smaller ones, is very hasty and just charges in, and manages to completely run past the large chicken as it walks out of the way. Large chicken then just stabs the thing in the head and completely, you know, just makes the head shatter, and there's just blood on the walls and shit. And the 2 chickens run up behind the large champion, flank him, and they manage to grab a hold of the, you know, the tendons, you know, at the back of the
Oh,
leg.
shit.
And
Yeah.
and the large chicken is like starting to spin around, you know, like starting to fling these bastards around, and you know, they're holding on, and it seems like the large chicken is getting really fucking dizzy. Then it manages to shake him off, but taking a piece of the leg with them. So as they fly into the wall, looks a bit dizzy, a little bit dazed from the fall, and you know, the champion is like charging at one of them. You know, they're both thrown into each of their corner,
Okay.
and yeah,
Mhm.
he absolutely kills that chicken.
Shit.
Yeah, that is like fucking hell. Double check. Yeah, actually, yeah. No chance, mate. Anyways, yeah, no, so there's the 2 last chickens left then.
Okay.
And, no, the champion is missing.
Yeah.
And the small chicken is taking a severe chunk out of the champion. It's the champion is like backing off, like it's really hurt. And the small one is attempting a charge successfully, and manages to take a big lump of feathers out of the champion. For the champion absolutely mauls that last chicken, bloody and hurt. The reigning champion is the large chicken.
Mhm.
Alright, so the fight is over, and you get your 10 gold.
Nice. Oh.
Congratulations, man. Seems you did a some good betting there.
Yeah, it was an exciting match.
Would you mind having a pint of beer, man?
Yeah. I ordered some beer.
Yeah.
Maybe it might be. Maybe you could stay the night over here.
Yeah, he says 3 silver.
3 silver.
Yeah.
Okay. Give a beer from me and my friend here, and here you go. I hand him over 1 gold,
Okay.
extending my hand to get some change back.
Yeah, no, you get to change back. Yeah, but then the cashier
Mm-hmm.
says that you know, if you guys haven't been here before, we also hold bigger game matches later on in the evening. You know, if that's interesting to either bet on or participate.
Oh,
Ah.
well. We're interested, of course. I mean, placing a bet or two?
Yeah. Seeing some cockfights, fight other things.
Oh well, next fights won't be cockfights.
What kind of fights will it be?
Will be no bigger game.
It wouldn't be an Elk, would it now?
What? No. 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 We're gonna have duels.
Any interesting competition?
Yeah, we have a newcomer. We haven't really gotten to know very much about him, so you know it's always very interesting. You know, when you don't really know what to expect newcomers. But he wields a spear.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, that might be interesting. You know, we don't really know what to say of him. You know, like we don't know how good he is or anything. So it will really be a mystery match.
Who will he be fighting against?
Well, that's the thing, you know, we would very much like to make this a complete mystery match, and you know, I can't remember having seen you guys around either. Or so maybe you'd like to participate.
Is it to the death?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, either
What
to
do you think this place is?
until you're incapable of fighting, you know, if you're alive when you come out of it, you know, that's good for you, you know. You know,
Preferably.
yeah, but you know, if you're
Okay,
not, then you
fair
know
enough.
we're not responsible, cause you know you enter the ring of champions on your own terms.
So, do you want to go?
What will we be fighting, though?
It's a mystery.
Mystery.
It's a man wielding a spear.
Yeah.
I assume it's one-on-one, right?
Yeah, it's 1-on-1.
Do you want to take the fight then?
I'm willing to give it a go, yes.
Nice.
Make sure they don't let me die in that pit, though. So I make my way over to the pit.
Yeah.
And as I come closer to the pit, I already unsheath my longsword.
Okay. Yeah. You take out your long sword.
And I take out my shield as well.
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
I bet 10 gold on my friend.
Okay.
Oh no, I will bet 20 gold on myself.
Okay. Cool.
Since either I make it out alive, or B, I'm dead, and then still my friend has 54 gold. So.
You know, so you enter the pit, and another man enters the pit on the other side, and there's a guy in the middle, you know, talking, you know, like you know, as you would expect that as of an entertainer, creating suspense in the crowd over this match before the match begins, and that will require an initiative check from the both of us.
Yep. 19.
Okay. Yep. You get to start.
Okay. So, what's the distance like? Am I within
Yeah, well,
within reach of the guy?
You're 10 feet away from him.
10 feet away from him. So, Right. Because yeah, here it becomes technical again. So if I walk up to him, he gets an opportunity attack. I take it.
No, no.
No. Okay. Cool. Yeah. That's why that's something I want out of the way.
He is wielding a
before.
spear, not a long spear nor pike. His weapon does not have the reach special quality.
Okay. Cool. So.
So you would be
I,
The thing with threatening squares is you may enter a threatened square without provoking attack opportunity, but you may not leave it unless you want to take an attack opportunity.
Yeah.
With the exception of 5-foot steps. 5-foot steps is an exemption to this rule. Like you can 5-foot step out of a threatened square without provoking attack opportunity, but normal movement would provoke an attack opportunity.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, I will try to hit him with my longsword.
Yeah.
21.
Your attack roll is 21.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That hits.
Yeah, it was a hit. Yeah.
7.
7 damage.
7 damage. Yep.
Okay. Now he screams in pain as he lunges right back at you with his entire body weight behind the attack. He misses you as he just punches his spear past like between your arm and your body.
As he comes close to my face, missing me, I whisper into his ear, "I thought you were a good fighter."
Yeah. He seems even more pissed, and it's your turn.
I take another swing with my longsword. 24. That's
20
crit.
You need to roll a confirm roll. Confirm roll is when you get a crit, you must confirm it by rolling another attack roll, and if it's a hit, doesn't need to be another crit, but if it hits the target, then it's a critical hit. If you don't hit on the second
23.
time, at 23, that's another hit, and that's critical. Roll for critical damage.
18.
18 damage. You cleave him apart. You separate his upper body from his lower body and spread some blood on the crowd.
As he falls down, I yell out, "Thank you! Thank you for this battle. Thank you to let me unwind today."
The crowd is rather ecstatic over the extreme finisher.
And as I take a bow, I make it out of the ring.
Yeah. Did you bet 20 gold, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Then you get 60.
Ooh.
I bet 10.
Yeah, you get 20.
Woo.
I'm gonna need to put some gold somewhere else.
Like you gotta fill pockets and stuff.
Yep.
People are like, he is visibly rich.
Well, I walk over to the bar and I take out 5 pieces of gold and I say, "Give everyone something to drink."
Okay. They'll give everybody something to drink.
Yeah. Drinks are on me.
Cool.
Meaning that I have 99 gold pieces. Thank God for that crit.
Gee. Oh,
Okay, yeah.
so I
Oh.
assume after enough drinking and having funness, we get a tavern room and head to bed.
Yeah.
What kind of bedroom did you?
What would 2 gold pieces get us?
Well, 2 gold pieces would get you either a Arakean room or a pious room?
Ooh, they're thematic.
What?
Uh-huh. What did you say? Sorry, I didn't understand.
I said they're thematic.
Oh.
What do you mean thematic?
Thematic, as in they have like
Yeah.
themes and shit.
Not quite. If you remember the religious laws of pious, there's some specifications.
Yeah. Let's get the pious room.
Yep.
Cool. So you sleep in the pious room.
Nice. Is that a good place to end the session?
That is a good place then. Enough.
Not really. I think it's a good place to call it, and we can
Alright.
revisit our adventures next time.
Yeah.
In the next episode of Dungeon Blasters.
Okay.
The only person we talked to was Terrence, and Terrence is dead.
No, that's why I'm telling you. Why would you put the creature, the head of the creature that killed our friend, on the table?
We can get new friends with it. We invite someone over, then we start talking about it. It'll be great.
I got some dirty shit to pick up at the dry cleaner. I got a tidy bitch to pick up, I got love Selena. Shady hop up in the whip, but I ain't never seen her. Shady love the way I whip it in a two-seater.